The post-COVID-19 world has witnessed a drastic change in the economy, so the question is, will there be an economic reset? Let's find out. The Great Economic Reset. The COVID-19 lockdowns might have eased and the restrictions might have lifted, but the anxiety about the changing economic situation remains, and with passing time, it's perhaps intensifying, and it's definitely something to worry about. We might not have an idea, but the great economic downturn has already started, and the world could escalate towards a more severe economic depression than what it witnessed in the 1930s. While this is the most likely outcome of the current situation, there is good news though. The situation is avoidable. In order to have better prospects for the future, collective action is very necessary. The world will have to work in unison and very swiftly if it wants a better outcome. The aim should be the restoration of all aspects of the economy, social contracts, education, and working conditions. Every big country, from the United States to China, must partake in this cause, and every industry, be it oil, gas, or tech, must make necessary changes. The economy of the world demands nothing but a great reset of the whole economic system. According to the report, the plan from which the Great Reset originated was called the Global Redesign Initiative. Drafted by the WEF after the 2008 economic crisis, the report reveals the initiative contains a 600-page report on transforming global governance. In the WEF's vision, the government voice would be one among many without always being the final arbiter. Governments would be just one stakeholder in a multi-stakeholder model of global governance. According to the senior official at the University of Massachusetts, Harry Gleckman, this report is the most comprehensive proposal for redesigning global governance since the formulation of the United Nations during World War II. We'll tell you more about the Great Reset, but before we do that, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel as well as hit the notification bell to get more video updates like this going forward. Now let's carry on. Post-COVID world economy. During the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, reports were distributed that claimed responding to the COVID-19 pandemic requires global cooperation among governments, international organizations, and the business community, which is at the center of the World Economic Forum's mission as the International Organization for Public-Private Cooperation. As per the report, since its launch on 11th of March, the forum's COVID Action Platform has brought together 1,667 stakeholders from 1,106 businesses and organizations to mitigate the risk and impact of the unprecedented global health emergency that is COVID-19. The World Health Organization also provided its support in the creation of this platform, so according to the forum, it's open to all businesses and industry groups as well as other stakeholders aiming to integrate and inform joint action. The reports further suggest, as an organization, the forum has a track record of supporting efforts to contain epidemics. In 2017, at our annual meeting, the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, or CEPI, was launched, bringing together experts from government, business, health, academia, and civil society to accelerate the development of vaccines. CEPI is currently supporting the race to develop a vaccine against this strand of the coronavirus. There are so many reasons that lead to a great reset as the only solution. The first reason is the direct effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. As the worst health crisis of modern times, COVID-19 resulted in the deaths of hundreds and thousands, not to mention its long-term consequences. The pandemic has affected not only human well-being, but almost every other sector of economic growth as well. According to the report, global government debt has already reached its highest level in peacetime. Moreover, unemployment is skyrocketing in many countries. In the United States, for example, 1 in 4 workers has filed for unemployment since mid-March, with new weekly claims far above historic highs. The International Monetary Fund expects the world economy to shrink by 3% this year, a downgrade of 6.3 percentage points in just 4 months of the pandemic. All this combined with a climate and social crisis, such as the rising disparity among classes, will be the end of the world's economy and maybe even the world itself. Does the economic world need new foundations? If these crises are left unaddressed, the world will be pushed into the greatest economic depression of all time, and temporary fixes will not be enough for lasting sustainability. The entire economic and social systems will have new solid foundations. The aim will require an unmatched level of unity and cooperation. However, it's not something out of reach. In fact, it could be achieved. The positive side of the pandemic is that it showed that we're capable of making rapid and radical changes in our lifestyles. People were forced to abandon their businesses, but they worked out their own way in that situation. People made sacrifices for other people's health. Many companies started helping local communities, so it's not like we aren't capable of making changes. What is the Great Reset agenda? Research has revealed three important components that are necessary for the Great Reset agenda. The first would steer the market toward fairer outcomes. To this end, governments should improve coordination. Moreover, governments should implement long overdue reforms that promote more equitable outcomes. The second component would ensure that investments advance shared goals such as equality and sustainability. The report suggests that the large-scale spending programs that many governments are implementing represent a major opportunity for progress. The European Commission, for one, has unveiled plans for an $826 billion recovery fund. The United States, China, and Japan also have ambitious economic stimulus plans. It would be better to use these funds to repair the old system to make it more resilient in the future. Furthermore, the report suggests the third and final priority of a Great Reset agenda is to harness the innovations of the Fourth Industrial Revolution to support the public good, especially by addressing health and social challenges. Even though the pandemic has been the worst health crisis of recent times, it's given us a chance to reflect and make better choices for the future of this world. That's all for today. That was everything about the possible economic reset. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below.